What it do, people? You already know, another day, another reaction. So today we're gonna be reacting to mysteries and basically a lot of things that's happening around us where most of us aren't aware of. So let's see what TikTok brings up today. Let's react, people.
Flight's takeoff when he sees this. On the night of December 30th of 2025, a man named Andrew James was boarding his flight in the Los Angeles International Airport. As he sat in the window seat, he gets ready to record the takeoff when he notices this unusual red glow underneath the airport. Through a long gap on the ground, we can see what looks like these red lights peering through the surface, like if there was something on the other side, hiding down there. James posted the video, genuinely confused on what he was seeing under the ground, with many comments saying this is the upside down world from Stranger Things.
Okay, so the lights were literally giving like actual something. Something 5 feet beneath the surface. I don't know what it was. If anyone at LAX wants to let me know, thanks.
Even after zooming out, there doesn't seem to be any red lights anywhere that could be causing a reflection in the gap. So just what the hell is this thing hiding under the Los Angeles airport? He was recording his flight's takeoff when he sees this. On the night of...
I don't know, is that odd? Is it just me or is that odd?
This woman says she walked into something she still can't explain. After work, she stopped by a shopping mall she had visited many times before, but the moment she drove onto the parking lot, something felt wrong. It was completely empty. No cars, no people, no movement at all. At first, she thought it was just bad timing, but when she entered the mall, the feeling turned into fear. The video shows long corridors with no one inside, no shoppers, no employees, not even security, just silence. She keeps filming as she walks past open stores with the lights on, but no staff behind the counters. She says she was there just 2 days earlier and it was packed with people. Now it looks abandoned. To make sure she's not imagining things, she goes into the restroom. Every stall is empty. No footsteps, no voices, nothing. That's when the panic really sets in. Eventually, she decides not to stay and rushes out of the mall, filming the exit like she just wants to escape. And the scariest part? There's still no sign of anyone else.
I don't know.
It's kind of creepy. What is she actually doing there by herself in the first place?
Oh, is that odd?
Pretty interesting find. What would you say? Do you believe it? The book like that really exists?
You ever heard about Elisa Lam?
No, what's that?
This is an unsolved mystery where this girl,
Yeah.
she ended up in like...
Yeah, I think I saw this video before, or what's some crime mystery about this where, you know, she went in the elevator and it's like someone was following her and she stood up in the corner and she disappeared. And originally, you know, she was thought to be in her hotel room. Staff found her in a tank. I think it's one of the water tanks after a resident at the hotel said that the water tasted funny. And they went up there and found her body. Pretty scary.
a tank of water and nobody knows how she got there.
What the how?
So listen. Elisa Lam, she checked in, it's called the Cecil Hotel. She stayed in like a hostel room. And the concierge, one night they got a call. Ring, pick it up. And it's Elisa. She says, hey, could I get a different room, because there's somebody in the room that's kind of bothering me.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, okay. Yeah, we can hook you up with a room, like a proper room. So she gets moved out of the hostel and gets moved into like an actual hotel room.
Okay.
Okay, now this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys. Their phones were being spied on. Click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
So the last sighting of Elisa before they found her body was her on the elevator.
What?
There's footage of her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the footage too.
No.
But there's footage of her. She's like guiding somebody, like, come here, right?
Yeah.
She's like really anxious. She's like in the corner of the elevator,
Holy
very worried the whole time. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. So this is the last sighting of her, trying to press. She takes a long time pressing the buttons. You see that?
Okay, yeah.
Why do you think she's taking so long? Right? Now look. And she does some weird stuff, bro. Look at this. Hold on. She's like looking around.
yeah,
She's looking around, right?
That's sauce.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit
Okay,
just so you can see. She's hiding. See? She's hiding in the corner.
Yeah.
Look. She's still pressing the buttons and shit, and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
If she's pressing the buttons, wouldn't the elevator go up?
Yeah.
So look. She's guiding. See her hand? She's like moving. Come in, right?
What the
Nothing. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Nobody's there. Okay. There's two theories about what happened to her.
Okay.
Now the first theory is,
If you guys want part 2, comment part 2 right now.
you ever
They left the tank, but in conclusion, they found her body in a tank and they didn't know how she got up there.
heard about Elisa?
There's a tombstone cleaner. Have you seen these?
No.
Fam, this guy, he goes and cleans tombstones, but he brings a spirit box with him.
Oh wait, I have seen
Yeah,
these things.
he
I
brings
have
a
seen-
spirit box with him and
Yeah,
cleans
yeah.
it. So there's a video.
Yeah, let's
He's
see.
cleaning a tombstone of a child.
Okay.
And the child starts talking to him because the child thinks he's trying to hurt himself.
Whoa.
Look, watch.
If you don't believe me,
Look, he puts on his hand and listen.
Okay.
the palm of my hand.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys. Their phones were being spied on. Click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
Child, I'm sorry. I was just showing people something.
So
he's
through
not-
the spirit box, it straight up said, "Are you okay?"
And why did he just regularly say, "Yo, I'm good, fam"?
And he continues and cleans it.
I'm okay.
And you know how spirit box works is like,
Yeah.
other sounds come. There's a tombstone cleaner. You know how the police officers have body cams?
This is my legal pen.
Man, ain't no way that's real. Ain't no way that is real. Looks cool though.
This girl just wanted to hang a hook for her bath mat in the bathroom, but as soon as she drilled into the wall, she saw daylight shining through the hole. That shouldn't be possible because her bathroom doesn't have a window or any kind of exit to the outside of the house. That's when she realizes there's something inside that wall, and it really freaks her out, but also makes her super curious. Scared and intrigued, she goes outside to look at her house from the outside and figure out where the light is coming from. She starts showing all the windows on her house. This one is the living room window, and then she points to 2 more windows that she always thought belonged to her kitchen. But then she steps back a little farther from the front of the house and, surprised, realizes that this one is actually her real kitchen window, which means there are 2 extra windows hiding some kind of room inside her own house, a room she had no idea even existed. She says she's been living there for 4 years and never once stopped to think where those 2 windows lead. Now, she's absolutely determined to find out what's behind the wall of her bathroom. And if you want to see what she finds next, drop the word window in the comments.
1 second. Right, I believe we have some footage that has been taken on a mobile phone. Let's have a look at it.
Something happened on the coast of Northern Ireland that no scientist wants to explain. A drone captured a section of the Giant's Causeway, moving like a sealed stone door. It opened for seconds, exposed something inside the cliff that investigators later described as deeply disturbing.
Which means he's built by somebody. Someone bigger than us. Someone better than us.
Then closed again without leaving a trace. Tourists felt the ground tremble. From the collapsing cliff bunker in China to the hidden Scottish pyramid and the Myra tombs that show signs of movement, the world holds terrifying anomalies. What appeared in Ireland now joins that list, and it may be the worst one yet. The moving rock door. The coastline of Northern Ireland is known for its cliffs and basalt columns, but nothing prepared investigators for what a drone recorded at the Giant's Causeway. A tourist launched the drone to capture the formations from above. As the camera hovered near a tall section of interlocking basalt pillars, one slab of stone shifted. It moved outward in a slow...
Man, to me, the way that door's closing looks really fake, but...
slow, controlled motion. It exposed a dark opening behind it. Several witnesses on the ground saw the same movement. Before anyone could react, the slab slid back into place. The rock sealed itself again. It looked completely solid. There was no gap where the opening had been. The basalt surface looked untouched, as if it had never moved at all. The investigation became far more serious when the first sonar sweep of the hidden cavity returned results that no one expected. The chamber behind the basalt door was not empty. The scan showed several tall, upright forms inside the hollow space. Their outlines were narrow and steady. They looked like human bodies, but they were far taller than any known ancient or modern population. The forms stood in an even line, spaced apart at exact intervals. The arrangement looked intentional, as if the figures had been placed there rather than formed by accident. Scientists who reviewed the scans in private admitted that the discovery did not match any known geological process. One geologist explained that basalt did not naturally form around objects in such perfect upright positions, unless the objects were already standing in place before the rock hardened. Another expert pointed out that the chamber's interior showed signs of rapid cooling. This meant the figures inside the space could have been trapped during a sudden volcanic event thousands of years ago. A violent eruption could have forced extremely hot material through underground cavities. Anyone standing inside the chamber at that moment would have been sealed inside when the molten basalt cooled and hardened. The posture of the forms supported this idea. They had been upright, not collapsed or lying down, which suggested they were caught without warning. The fear increased when sensors placed near the chamber detected faint vibrations behind the rock wall. The movement passed through the stone in a slow, repeating pattern. Researchers believed the vibration came from pressure shifts inside the sealed cavity, but some admitted it could be related to the figures inside. Authorities refused to release the sonar images. They denied all reports of humanoid silhouettes inside the causeway. They claimed the basalt door was a natural illusion and insisted that no internal chamber existed. At the same time, they quietly restricted access to the exact section of the formation where the opening had appeared. Scientists who continued monitoring the site remained uneasy. The UK's secret pyramid. People expect pyramids in Egypt. They expect them in Mexico. No one expects to find one hidden deep in the Scottish Highlands. Yet a granite pyramid stands there in the middle of an endless forest. The most disturbing part is that almost no one knows it exists. Queen Victoria ordered this pyramid to be built in 1861 after the death of her husband, Prince Albert. Her grief was overwhelming and began shaping her daily life. Historians often speak about Victoria's mental collapse after Albert died. She became fixated on mourning practices that were unusually intense even for her era. She wore black for the rest of her life. She demanded her servants keep Albert's belongings untouched. She forced the palace atmosphere into a state of permanent mourning. When someone reaches this level of obsession, it is natural to question whether she wanted something more from this pyramid than simple remembrance. This is why some researchers believe the structure may hold meanings that go far beyond a memorial. It may reflect a dark fascination with death that she never spoke about openly. The pyramid is 41 feet tall and perfect in shape. It sits alone on a hill inside Balmoral Estate. 10 other stone cairns surround the area.
Strangest places ever found on Earth that will blow your mind. Did you know Earth hides places so strange they feel closer to another world than our own? 1. The Richat structure, Mauritania. From space, this massive circular formation looks artificial, like a giant eye carved into the planet. It's over 25 miles wide and visible from orbit. No one fully agrees how it formed, and for years, some even believed it could be the lost city of Atlantis. Geology explains parts of it, but not why it's so perfectly shaped. 2. The Blue Holes, Bahamas. Scattered across the ocean floor are massive, perfectly round sinkholes plunging straight down into darkness. Some are deeper than skyscrapers or tall, with layers so toxic they can kill anything that enters. Divers say below certain depths, nothing lives, no fish, no bacteria, just silence. 3. The Crooked Forest, Poland. Over 400 pine trees bend sharply at their base, all curving in the exact same direction. No storms, no landslides, no confirmed explanation. Whatever caused it happened once and then vanished without leaving a single record behind. 4. The Sailing Stones of Al Nasla, Saudi Arabia. A massive sandstone formation split clean in half as if sliced by a blade. The cut is so precise it defies natural erosion patterns, and both halves balance on tiny bases. No tools, no fractures, no clear explanation for how nature achieves such symmetry. 5. Socotra Island, Yemen. More than 30% of its plant life exists nowhere else on Earth. Dragon blood trees bleed red sap, landscapes look alien, and scientists call it the most otherworldly ecosystem on the planet, as if evolution followed a completely different rulebook here. These aren't myths. They're real places, proof that Earth doesn't always follow logic. Follow Planet Mysteries for more locations that feel like they were never meant to exist. 5.
Well, that was some interesting facts. I only know about 2 of those things out of all 5 is the blue hole in the Bahamas, and those rocks that are split perfectly through the middle. I seen them on TV.
Strangest.
This is the moment when a man came face to face with a member of the Manti tribe, one of the most mysterious and unpredictable on the planet. Until that day, no one could have imagined how such an encounter might end. The tribe was discovered in the jungles of Indonesia. The man got too close and ended up right in front of the chief. The atmosphere became truly tense. He slowly offered the food, realizing that any careless movement could lead to unpredictable consequences. After all, these people had never encountered the outside world, and every new face was a potential threat. Later, he left the food at the entrance to the cave where the tribe lives. Their reaction was unexpected, as if they were seeing such food for the first time. And one day, several members of the tribe themselves entered the village. They looked confused, and the locals offered them food they had never tried before. After this incident, many people started talking. Perhaps it is better to leave such tribes alone for their own safety, because contact with the outside world can be dangerous and harm not only those who come, but the tribes themselves as well.
This disturbing and completely unexplained video has already gotten over 18 million views. It was posted by a young woman who went on a hiking trip in the Appalachian Mountains with her friends. According to her, at some point they started hearing strange sounds coming from somewhere in the distance. They decided to follow the noise, and what they saw left them absolutely shocked. The girl immediately pulled out her phone and started recording. In the footage, you can clearly see that the hikers managed to capture what appears to be a real centaur. For those who don't know, a centaur is a mythical creature from ancient Greek mythology, half human and half horse. And honestly, this doesn't seem to have any logical explanation at all. Could it really be possible that something like this exists in the Appalachian Mountains? I started looking into this topic, and it turns out this isn't even the only video where people have reportedly encountered real centaurs in the Appalachians. In all of these clips, people clearly try to keep their distance and record from hiding, because there's no guarantee that centaurs would be friendly toward humans. So what do you think this actually is? High-quality AI work? Or do the Appalachian Mountains really hide more than just skinwalkers and other dark creatures?
High quality AI work. Not more, nothing less. Not more, nothing less.
This disturbing
things are happening around the world and they can't be explained.
Numbers seen in sky. Large moon-like object in sky.
That definitely can't be the moon. It's way too big.
Overden.
You know what's crazy? I saw the moon like that just, a month ago? Yeah, I think a month ago when I was back in Jamaica, it was coming up from the horizon where the actual sun would rise from. And as it went up, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and then smaller and smaller. The same color as that moon. That is actually crazy. I've seen it before.
Is drying up.
The water is
Two
disappearing
crescent
fast.
moons spotted.
Never two moons.
Explosion in Columbus, Ohio. Upside down rainbow. UFO mothership in solar system. Rumble near Yellowstone National Park.
Maybe the volcano's about to blow raw
Strange
down.
noises heard in Ireland.
If you can explain any of these things in the comments, let me know.
Have you seen that?
Scary though. I don't know.
No, do it. I love
No,
those
this,
stories.
this is a real story. So lately, I've been feeling kind of not myself. Fam.
What?
Yeah, and you know I'm religious. I'm very religious. So I decided to go to church on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
So I went to church, and this is gonna sound scary to you, but
Yeah.
when it came time for like communion, you know, when you get the bread, the Eucharist.
Yeah.
This is kind of fucked to say, but like I was walking toward the priest, and I had this urge to laugh. Yeah, fam.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, like I had this urge to like burst out laughing. I was scared, right? I just kept praying, and then you know what I mean, locked it away, like.
Yeah.
And then one night I had a dream. It was like I heard someone screaming. I was in the living room and I heard someone screaming for their life. They were like screaming, like, "Get me out!" Like screaming. This is exactly what I heard in my head. You're gonna get scared. Okay. This is exactly what I heard in my head. This is gonna scare you though. I don't know.
Do it.
His first wife was actually not Eve. According to the book of Genesis, her name was Lilith. And like Adam, she was also created by God from the dust of the earth, not taken from Adam's rib. She was originally equal to Adam, but when Adam demanded her obedience, Lilith made a shocking choice. She rebelled. She boldly spoke the forbidden name of God, and then she flew out of the Garden of Eden, no longer bound. In ancient Jewish legends, Lilith was Adam's first wife, but because she refused to submit, her name was erased from history. In these stories, she is not only connected to the secret chapters in Genesis, but also closely related to the mysterious creature mentioned in the book of Isaiah. She became the queen of the night. Her image was etched on stones, with wings, claws, and the owl symbolizing dark power. Lilith is seen as a night demon, stealing babies, attacking pregnant women, and even seducing men in their sleep. For centuries, people have used amulets to protect themselves from her harm. But I can't help but ask, if the birth of a demon was simply because a woman dared to pursue equality, then why has she been so demonized? Although Lilith was erased, she still lives in our memory. Is she the evil spirit of the night, or the first woman who dared to defy fate? If she had chosen to obey instead of rebel, how would history have recorded her? Please share your thoughts in the comments and share this video to let more people know about this hidden history.
You never know until you know. Who knows, man? Never heard of her before, but hey. Alright, y'all, so that's it for that video. What do y'all think? Does it make you question things, or you're already aware of most of those things? But either way, I hope y'all like, share, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on, man. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until another video, you already know. Peace.